Hey, so Bully by Ye, formerly Kanye West, just dropped today. Supposed to drop yesterday. Finally showed up to streaming today. Um, and I'm gonna kind of ignore like all the controversies around this artist. Like, there's like some shit he said about Jewish people that I find very repulsive. He's aligned himself with Hitler in the past. He's like sold swastikas on T-shirts. I'm gonna kind of ignore that because this album has nothing to do with that, as far as I can tell. Like all the lyrics I heard, I had nothing to say about like Jewish people being like, like it seemed very like not really focused on any of that. So I'm gonna kind of ignore that. He since apologized for all those comments to a rabbi, I think, and then like some, I don't know. It just seemed like PR to me though. It just seemed like he has his album to drop, so he needs some attention, like some good attention on him. I don't know. It seemed very like insincere in my opinion, you know? But, who's that's just my opinion. Anybody else can take it differently, and that's fine by me. I'm going to kind of ignore it all and just talk about this album here. So, a lot of these songs, like even the good ones that I like somewhat liked, I feel like have this like demo-ish quality to them that like kind of like will turn me off from like returning to them. Comparatively to like Kanye West's like past work, it just seems like this is dog shit. I don't know. Like some songs were good. Like this one here was good. Preacher Man I liked. Um, Sisters and Brothers, Mama's Favorite, and All the Love I liked. There's a little bit of God worship on this album. Like Kanye West has a relationship with God that's an interesting one. He compares himself to God like a few times on this project. Um, and that's it. Whatever. Anyone can, like everyone could talk about Kanye West's ego for like a minute, but like his relationship with God has always been an interesting one. I have a complicated relationship with God, so I kind of like when he gets into like his God bag and starts talking about like all that shit. I don't know. I find it like nice and like I wouldn't say wholesome for Kanye West, but like it makes me feel like love on this earth is real sometimes. Like I hated the Jesus is King record, but like Life of Pablo when he gets like God worshiping on that, I liked it a lot. Um, and so when he dropped some God lines on this project, I did enjoy it. Bully, the title track of the record, I feel like I liked the Nelson sample or whatever. Like I just watched all of The Simpsons last year. I finished it on Christmas Day, and I have like I don't know, like I have a love hate relationship with The Simpsons. Like so, it was nice hearing some Nelson. And I think that might be like one of the strongest tracks on the record, so it makes sense why it's titled that. I do think like he was like there's like a tweet of him talking about like one of his kids being like a bully or something and him like cheering it on or something. I'll try and find that. If I can't find it, just like disregard this comment. But I'm just like, seems like not the best parenting to be like encouraging your kid to be like a bully or something. And he says he wants to beat someone up like a bully or something. I don't know. It's just like, it's fine, but it sounds like one of the better tracks on this record. But I'm never gonna return to it probably. This album kind of reminded me of Joji's last album, where like a lot of the songs feel like barely finished ideas, though some like more competent than others, like but it feels like there could have been more work put into these songs and records, and like we would have gotten a lot more out of it if he like made them a fully fleshed out thing. Like the art just feels unfinished in my opinion. Last Breath was kind of dope. I liked the sound of that one. And I would recommend that one to you guys as well. So yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on this project. I don't know. I'm not really like diving deep into lyrics. But there is like one manipulative lyric like I felt like in Whatever Works, or he just repeats I'll always forgive you like multiple times. Um, I it just seems like he's kind of like banking on everyone forgiving him all the time for all of his like atrocities and shit like that. So it just felt like a little manipulative to me. But overall, I'm feeling like a 3.5 out of 10 on this project. I hope you guys like it more than I did. Um, but I hope you guys don't fuck with like some of his like political beliefs and stuff. And also like he's one of these dudes that aligned himself with Trump and stuff, which I fucking hate Trump. So I disagree with him politically on a lot of things. Um, but yeah, on like ignoring all the disagreements with him as a person, I just didn't like this project all that much. I felt pretty bored during it, which isn't fair to say about someone's art, but it's just how I was feeling. I was like fucking like halfway through, and I'm like, oh my god, there's like 18 songs on this. Luckily, it's only 42 minutes. Like some of the songs are short because they're unfinished. It feels like, and yeah. Also, another comment was there was a AI on some of the original tracks of this project. I didn't really hear any of the original tracks, so I don't know what the difference is on the finished versions on this album. But yeah, I dislike the use of AI as well. But there's none on this project, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm not really taking that into consideration on my ranking. 3.5 out of 10. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace on earth. Love yourself. Yeah.